Hello, my name is Alice, and I am beginning a brand new Let's Play, my very first Sims 4 Let's Play. So, as part of my university degree, I need to do a practical assignment, and that is in order to, sorry, I was just moving my microphone. I've decided to kind of explore The Sims and create my very own Let's Play as part of that practical project. You may hear some noises in the background. That's just my cat. He likes to jump all over the place, so that's what that is. Don't worry, I'm not getting robbed or broken into or anything. So basically, this little Let's Play is going to focus around a family of 4. These are the Mccrarys. So at the moment they're all asleep, but I just told them to do some things so we can kind of see them in their natural habitat. So this is Kevin right here, and he is well, let's just go through his traits first of all, I think. So firstly, he is hot-headed. So he tends to be very angry. He gets stressed out at work easily. He gets angry about work. He does not like people being mischievous or trying to trick him or anything like that. It gets him very frustrated. He's also ambitious in order to kind of help pursue his politician career, which we'll talk about in a minute. And he's also just materialistic. So as you can see, this family has a very nice house. If we just go down, it's very modern, very sleek, very kind of artistic. I tried to kind of design it with a plain kind of background and then add in like spots of colour in various different places, apart from that bar, which maybe I should change the colour of. But we've got lots of rugs and bright lights and some paintings on the wall as well over here, which I will just show you now. There you go. So yeah, lots of kind of bright spots of colour, but not really that much furniture or anything like that. But anyway, so going back to Kevin. So yeah, that's kind of where the materialistic trait comes from. He loves nice, classic, beautiful kind of art and furniture and stuff like that. So he's designed a very nice house for himself here. So that's where the materialistic trait comes from. And his ambition is to have a successful family. So he wants all of his family, his 2 children, his very, very high hopes and high standards for them to meet as they grow older. And he wants them to do as well as possible, just like he is trying to do with his career. And as I said, he is a politician. So he's going to be kind of in the public eye. There's going to be a lot of pressure for him at work, which kind of goes against, I guess, the hot-headed trait. And he is basically trying to I mean, I don't really know too much about politics in the Sims world, but he is basically just trying to win the election and basically be the best politician that he can. And his cause is to try and reduce the amount of mischief, or as we would call in our world, obviously crime. So that's what his cause is. So we'll talk a little bit about that later. And then we've got the wife. Her name is Fiona. She's just making some food at the moment. So she is... let's go on her traits. Where is it? There we go. So she's family orientated. So she loves her children absolute to death, basically. And she has not as high hopes for them, but she just wants them to be happy. So she's kind of, I guess, in a way, the emotional side. She supports her kids and wants them to just be happy, most importantly, not necessarily to work really hard, but just to just to be happy, basically. So she's there for them. She's got a little kind of feminine walk there going on, and she is also a housewife. So she, as far as the rest of the family knows, she does not have a job. So she stays at home, she cleans the house, makes dinner for the kids and for her husband, and basically is the kind of like domestic face of this family, and obviously of Kevin, because he is a politician. So yeah, that's Fiona. What the family do not know... Oh, I'll just go through the rest of the traits, sorry. So she is squeamish. The reason I picked that was firstly because I find it really funny when the Sims kind of freak out about like tiny little messes and stuff like that. I just find it quite funny. Because it's just quite an entertaining trait, and I just thought it would suit her. And also it will involve her cleaning more. So if she is squeamish, the Sims tend to kind of dust and tidy up messes like old food on the table left by perhaps the rest of the family. So that's why I picked that trait for her. And she's also going to be a perfectionist. So she is just, everything has to be a certain way, in the sense of her what she produces. So in her spare time, we've got a little crafting station upstairs in the study, and so she can make various different woodworks and stuff like that. We've also got an easel, and so with the perfectionist trait, it takes longer for them to produce like woodwork pieces or paintings and stuff like that. So, but in the end, they end up being better quality. So I just thought that was quite a little, because we need stuff for her to do during the day. And as I said, what the family don't know is that she wants to be I think it's not public enemy, but it's like the greatest criminal ever or something like that. Criminal mastermind, I think he is. So right now she's just a petty thief. But she actually wants to. That's what she does. So that's her secret job. No one knows about that. So previously she was working, I think, 5 till 12. Now she's working 8 p.m. till 3 a.m. because she just got a promotion. So she works basically during the night, and her family don't know about that. So she's gonna sneak out every evening to go and commit petty thief crimes, I suppose. But yeah, so no one else in the family knows about that. That's kind of her private secret for her. She's got a lot on her plate. She's got a very busy husband, 2 kids that are both teenagers now. So she just needed something for herself, I think. So that's why I chose for her to do the criminal career. Sorry. Let's move on to the children. So here we've got Teresa. She is a typical goody girl, I suppose. So she is good. She has that trait. She's also a genius, so she's incredibly, incredibly talented and clever, and she wants to gain all of the, I think it's, what is it? Sorry, so she basically wants to be book smart and handy. So she just basically wants to be really, really clever and know everything about everything, but she's not prissy about it. She just assumes the best in everyone and just thinks that that everyone deserves a chance and that no one is inherently bad. So she is a very positive person, very happy, enjoys her life. She also really admires her father because that's who she kind of wants to become when she's older. She doesn't really see... she just thinks that the hot-headedness in her father, Kevin, is kind of like a playful thing, and she just kind of laughs it off and doesn't really think about it. Whereas the rest of the family, Fiona and the son as well, who we'll talk about in a moment, kind of just don't really have much time for the dad of the family. But Teresa sees the good in him and she loves him very much. So that is kind of her story. And let's move on to the final... I just revealed what's going on. Okay, so this is Cohen. He's also a teenager. So this is Teresa's brother. As you can see here, we've got the little green diamond, and there's actually a silver kind of band around it, and it's got the little bat symbol. So sorry, that's a really loud car. Or some kind of truck. That's very loud. Wow. Okay, I think it's gone now. So this means he's a vampire, and in Sims, there was an expansion pack released kind of recently where it was called Sims Vampires, obviously, where you could make Sims that were vampires, and there was kind of a lot of different content kind of introduced in that particular expansion pack. And obviously, within that, you can create your own vampires in your Sims. And I decided that for this story that Cohen was going to actually be a vampire. And in the Sims, they can only become a vampire when they turn into a teenager, so when they get older. And actually, this is why I made them teenagers, is because I wanted him to already be a vampire and not have to be turned, because I thought that was going to be a little traumatic for him. So yeah, he's just grown into a teen. He's just discovered that he is a vampire. Now, his traits already were gloomy and loner, so he tends to be quite miserable and upset and sad, but this actually does boost their creative skills. So Cohen is able to, when he's sad, he paints. That's what he does. So he's got in his room. If I just show you that. So yeah, this is his room. You can tell the difference between his and his sister's. But yeah, everything is back. But this is his easel, and this is where he goes when he's upset or feeling a little bit low. He will go and paint. And as I said, he is also a loner, so he doesn't really have any friends other than his family. He's incredibly close to his sister, and that's really the only person that he can trust. He hasn't actually told her that he is a vampire yet, but he will do eventually. And he has obviously not told his parents yet, and is very, very keen to keep that a secret. So if I just zoom out here a little bit, you can see that he is in a kind of creepy basement, and this is his lair. So if I just go upstairs, so we have everyone else. This is the parents' bedroom, the study, family bathroom, Teresa's room, and Cohen's room. So as you can see, there's this little door here. Well, it looks like a bookshelf, but it is actually a door. I just said that. So basically, this is only allowed for Cohen, so he only knows the way to get into this door. And if he goes down these steps, they're just around the back of the house, then he will come into this basement that he has created for himself. Not entirely sure how he came up with the money to build this, but let's not get into that. He built this, okay, this is his place. And so here you can see we've got some a painting and a nice fireplace, and this is all from the vampire expansion pack. I did actually use a cheat and increase this in size, so it wasn't originally this big. And when I was playing the other day, I actually realised that her head just pokes through just there, so I covered it up with some hedges so you can't see that. But this is like his space, his place where he can go and chill out. He can drink plasma packs, which is something that you can buy. So he basically, in order to, let me just explain the vampire thing first, because it's a little complicated. So as you can see on Teresa, we've got bladder, hunger, energy, fun, social, and hygiene. So these are all statistic bars in which you need to kind of keep an eye on, just so that the Sims do actually survive, basically, and they don't die or anything. So hunger is the most important one, because if they starve, then they will die. As you can see with Cohen, he's a vampire, so his looks a little bit different. So he's still got social, fun, and hygiene. So he still needs to shower, he still wants to have fun, he still needs to be social. Although with the loner trait, that tends to go down quite slowly, because he's quite happy just being on his own. And then you see we've got thirst here. So vampires do not get thirsty very often, but be sure to drink from Sims or eat plasma fruit when they do, otherwise they may attack a nearby Sim without warning. So I didn't actually know that. Anyway, so basically, in order to live, he does not need to eat food. He does not need to eat human food or Sims food. He needs to drink blood, basically. Obviously, it kind of comes with the vampire story. So if this gets too low, as it says, he might go and just randomly attack a Sim without me having any say in it, in a sense. Or we can either go out and drink people's blood, and the way we would do that is if we wanted to drink Teresa's blood, you'd just need to click on her, go on more choices, and click on vampire. And the option is you can either ask for permission to drink, and this is usually when you're quite close to the person you're trying to drink from. They might say yes because they are friends with you, or you can either compel for a small drink or compel for a deep drink. And this will just depend on how much you need to fill up the bar, but this is actually done without that person's consent, so that's always an option for Cohen if needs be. But at the moment, he has not ever drunk from anyone. He's not quite ready to do that. He currently survives off plasma packs, which are these kind of little packets of plasma, I guess, like almost like a Capri Sun. That's what they look like. And he orders those online via his computer, where his family can't see, and he uses that to survive. So right now, that's how he's getting his thirst bar all the way up. And then we've also got up here vampire energy. So vampire energy is basically how much, I mean, in a way, I guess it's similar to the sleepiness or the energy bar here for regular Sims. So if this will go low if he's out in the sun for too long, if he overuses his powers, so he eventually will be able to build up other powers, such as traveling around as a bat, or well, I'll talk about those in a second. And there are a few other things that kind of take that down. Obviously thirst, if thirst is too low, vampire energy will be low as well. In order to build that up, you would need to perhaps have a nap on a sofa or in a bed, or if you want to get the energy to build up quicker, you can buy a coffin like this one, and if you just click on it, you can either hibernate, sleep, or nap, and this will these will all build up your vampire energy. Another option, and a usual kind of quick fix, I guess, that does actually build up the vampire energy very quickly, is if you click on the sim and click vampire, there is an option to do dark meditation. So when they do this, this will build up their energy very, very quickly, and by quite a lot actually, but they can only do it every so often, and this will help build up your vampire energy and kind of maintain that. But he will only do that down here, or if he's in private somewhere. He never does it in front of his family because obviously he doesn't want them to know right now. So that's the family. So I just wanted to kind of talk you through the different characters and what their backstories are in a way. Out here, just a little like house tour. We've got obviously a little sofa area with a nice big TV. We've got kind of an entertaining area where we've got a bar and a piano if Fiona and Kevin had their kind of politician friends over. They might host a little party over there. We've got the entrance, and then we've also got a small bathroom here just so that they have somewhere to go downstairs. We've got a dining area and kitchen, and then if you go out here, we've got a little kind of warm. We've got like heated lamps here and a little kind of seated area just for people to chill. We've got a nice big pool, and we've also got just a little basketball hoop just for the kids to play with and give them something to do and hang out and do together. Then if you go upstairs, we've got the kind of what's this called? It's not a hallway. What is it? Yeah, no, it is kind of like a hall. It's not though. I can't remember what the word is for this like area that people have in the houses. But basically, there's just a couple chairs here and some bookshelves, and we've also got a little chess table here for. I specifically bought this for Teresa because she needs to build up her logic skill in order to do well with the nerd brain aspiration. So I bought that for her and Cohen every now and then have a little game together. And then we've got the parents' bedroom, which I kept quite plain. I didn't really want there to be too much going on in this room. You know, they are very like modern kind of minimalist people, so I didn't really want to give them too much in their bedroom. Then they've got their own little ensuite bathroom. And then if we go over here, we've got Fiona laughing at something on the internet, I don't quite know what. And this is the kind of study area. So as I said earlier, we've got the crafting table and the easel, which are both for Fiona to kind of build up her skill, but again, only the family members can use those. And we've also got a little just a fitness area just in case any of them maybe need to lose a little bit of weight. Then that way they don't have to travel to a gym. We've also got a family bathroom basically this is the kids' bathroom because the parents usually tend to use their ensuite, but this is the kind of main family bathroom with a bath and a shower as well as a toilet and sink. If we go over here, we've already kind of looked a little bit at Cohen's room. There's not really much going on in there, it's just kind of black all over. And then this is Teresa's room, and I want it to be really, really pink, like everything pink, just because there are so many pink items in The Sims 4, and I just wanted to put them all in one room and see them all together, because I think I like pink. Pink is one of my favourite colours, so I just wanted to kind of put that together. But I think it looks really nice, and she's quite girly, really, and she needs everything to kind of be perfect in a way, a bit like her mother, so I just thought pink would go with her. And obviously we have seen downstairs the little lair. Sorry, my recording just ended, so if there was a little bit of a jump cut there, I do apologise for that. So I accidentally pressed the end key for that screen recording, which is a bit annoying. As I was saying, we've already kind of seen the little lair. I thought this kind of pathway was quite cool to kind of lead into his secret lair. I thought that looked quite cool. Sorry about that. So yeah, so this is basically the family that I wanted to kind of just give you a little introduction to. As I said, Kevin is pursuing the politician career. He's already done a couple of days at work, and I think he's been promoted. Yeah, he's been promoted once, so he's earning quite a bit now, and he's doing pretty well. So he's very, very focused on his career. Doesn't really care too much about the family, as long as they're kind of doing what he wants them to do. And we've obviously got Fiona over here, who's pursuing the criminal career, and she usually just needs to be mischievous. So we will be playing around with that on the next episode. We've got Teresa. She is a good girl. She wants to focus on class. She's got high school in 23 minutes, so we will probably be dealing with that soon. do believe she has done her home. Yes, of course she's done her homework. And then we've got Cohen downstairs, who is obviously a vampire, and that's going to be his main kind of story, and we're going to focus on that and see how he deals with that, because he's not very happy about being a vampire, to be honest, and he hasn't quite come to terms with it. So we're going to explore that a little bit more in the next episode. So please leave a like. Let me know if you have any requests for what you want to see any of these characters doing. I'm actually going to create Instagram accounts for all of these, which I will link down in the description, so you can follow them and see what they're up to outside of these episodes, which I think is going to be pretty cool. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!